I've got the boys with us. We got Lucas, we got Sean, we got TJ, and we are reviewing Smile by Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD, one of personally my favorites. Rest in peace. With The Weeknd, Juice tweeted a long time ago that him and The Weeknd would make a diamond record. That's huge, and that's saying a lot. So we're gonna put that tweet to the test, and we're gonna see how just how this sounds, and just give our opinion on it.
Okay, guys, that was Smile by Juice WRLD and The Weeknd, and I mean, it had to be good if Sean was having a stroke to that, man. Honestly, whenever Sean has some kind of, I don't know what to even call them at this point, some kind of like tremors, dude. Whenever he does that, dude, you know he likes the song, dude. He was pointing around, he was pointing everywhere, dude. Honestly, it was like the epic aneurysm. But yeah, dude, it was okay. So I'm going first here, okay, Sean? You get mad at me for interrupting you, but then after that, hypocritical. Okay, so what I thought about the song, I expected more from the song. Overall, I thought right away, it's not like it was terrible. I'd say I give this a 6.5 out of 10. Overall, I liked Juice WRLD's part, I really did. But The Weeknd, he is a better vocalist, and overall, I felt like the production was very weird on his voice. It was not great on his voice. I felt like he could have done a lot more production-wise, and I felt like it shouldn't have been that simple. Because we know Juice WRLD, he's known for that style right there. He doesn't do any like crazy runs or anything. It's melodic rap and just regular melody, which I really admire that about him. But with The Weeknd, we know he could do a lot more vocally. And it was kind of a letdown for me. But 6.5 out of 10. I like the beat. Overall, vocals were pretty decent from Juice WRLD, and The Weeknd I felt was pretty mediocre in that feature. But pretty good song.
All right,
what do you think, Joseph?
Yeah. So this wasn't an unreleased song. It was originally called Sad. It didn't have The Weeknd on it, and it was a lot shorter song because it was only Juice's one verse and then the two choruses. No, I liked it. At first glance, I heard it and I thought maybe Juice WRLD's voice was a little off, but then I heard it again with my headphones and it's like, oh no, it sounds good. I definitely agree with Luke. I feel like The Weeknd could have maybe doubled or layered his voice on the second chorus, really give it that extra, nice clean vocal type, but he didn't do that, which is kind of interesting. But overall, I loved Juice WRLD's verse. Weeknd was really good, really solid. Both were really good. They had good voices. I would have liked to see their voices just blend and see what have happened. I think it would have been really good. Biggest part for me is the outro. The outro is not on that original song, and that outro worked really well, putting that "Even Though I'm Not By Your Side" like really in the faded background, and just that new outro was really cool, really emotional too. Like it was just like, oh shoot, like hit the heartstrings, and I was like, oh snap. But no, it was really good overall. 100% going onto the playlist. I got a heart attack when I saw that it was on the album. Like, oh, they dropped the deluxe. Oh god. I was like, oh god. I was like, I was so scared.
Should have dropped the deluxe,
bro. And what I've noticed with you, Joseph, is like, every single one of these songs. We're always like, whenever we do Juice WRLD songs, I'm see you in the background. You're just singing along. I've never heard this song before. I mean, dude, it was, I think it was leaked or something. I know what you're talking about with Sad and everything. Yeah. But yeah, bro,
it was on TikTok for the longest time, and I got so upset about that. It was like something that was like the whole I Would Do Anything, like the whole unreleased song was on TikTok for a while, and I was like, my sister knew it. I played this song, and my sister knew it. I'm like, how do you know this song? And she's like, it's on TikTok. I'm like, oh great.
When did you find that?
Great. Yeah. And that's where it was really that's what I really don't like about TikTok. I mean, TikTok can definitely help you as an artist, but overall it can really ruin songs, and that's what I really don't like about it. That's one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to TikTok. But yeah, Sean, continue. Sorry. Yeah, whoever.
No, I'm good. Sean, what do you think?
When did you find the leak, Joseph?
So there's a giant playlist on Spotify that this guy does, and he does all of these releases, like about 100 songs of unreleased Juice WRLD, and that's where I kind of just listen to like literally every single one of them, and just kind of weed through them, the good and the bad, and a lot of the good ones were on Juice's Legends Never Die. So that's why I know all these songs, because I listen to these unreleased songs like all the time. I go on that playlist, hit play, and I hear all these unreleased songs that usually like no one hears. But if you're like a diehard fan, like I am kind of, and That's what I just do, and I just know these songs I hear, and I'm like, oh, that's a good song, and then I'll put it on to like a separate playlist before it gets taken down, and yeah, I just kind of know it. That's why I know all these songs.
Yeah. And real quick, before Sean starts, you know, remember we listened to Purple Montclair as a group? Me, you, TJ, not TJ, me, you, Sean, and Dom.
I think Des with those too.
Do you think that will be on the next album? And I feel like could really be a part of some. I mean, I don't think they're going to release everything because clearly there will be stuff that was just projects and stuff. But do you think that that'll be released on the any new album from Juice WRLD in the future? In
the future, yes, I think this could be on the next album. But this album is so a special one as emotion and the best ones from Juice WRLD.
Oh yeah,
I don't see it on the deluxe either. Any songs that are going to be on the deluxe or in the album in general were some of his best ones, but more emotional ones too that I saw. Like I Want It and Can't Die. Those are some of my favorite ones, but those are the more emotional ones. They're gonna put the best, more emotional ones to put on the deluxe and the album to really give Juice WRLD his full credit. But then maybe on like the next one, it's called Outsiders. I know there's lots of names floating around. They're probably gonna do maybe not the best kind of stuff that he had, but still good stuff. So I could definitely see Purple Montclair and other songs that I love a lot be on that other album.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So with this one, I liked the chorus, but the mix on it was slightly weird. It kind of sounds like they had a double vocal, a couple vocals, whatever. That was kind of weird. But the melody of it was sick. But I think if they just had mixed that normally without doubling the vocal or chorus effect or anything like that, it would have been better. I like the line "sad that I can't satisfy," just because the words just flow really well into each other. Because satisfy, if you say it, is literally just it starts with sad. So I don't know, it just sounded dope to me. I think Nick Mira made the beat was fire. The 808s smacked nice and hard and all that. The melody wasn't going crazy. I think it was a kind of song where they were kind of letting the artist shine and all of that. The Weeknd, man, I love him. He's one of my most favorite artists. I emulate a lot of his stuff in my music as far as the vibe goes. Yeah, Luke. But I didn't like the first half of The Weeknd's part. I didn't even love the second half of his part that much, and I liked it better.
And why don't you just say he didn't like the whole thing?
Because I like the first half. I like the second half better. Okay.
Okay.
The mix was a bit weird. Again, I feel like his voice was a little bit drowned, not bright enough. Even too much reverb for this type of song. He came in kind of weird as well. I mean, he himself sounded. Yeah. He himself. It didn't really
seem like there was a whole lot of reverb in there as well. I didn't feel like there was enough reverb. I didn't feel like there was enough.
On The Weeknd, there shouldn't have been too much because it was the verse. It should have been. It was, I think, too singy for the beat as well. The Weeknd also probably should have harmonized the chorus with
probably
Juice WRLD, but I highly assume that this was made after Juice WRLD's death. So, but as far as this being a diamond record, as far as Juice was saying, this it ain't gonna go that high. I don't know. We'll see. What do you think?
Sean, if that's wait, real quick, if that's true, why did you have like a stroke on the camera, dude? You were like spasming and everything.
I don't know. TJ, what do you think?
Like what am I supposed to think?
All right, TJ, what do you think?
All right, TJ, go ahead. Go ahead, TJ. I give you permission. Go ahead.
He does it.
All right. So, for this being someone, just a heads up, like I am usually very opinionated on all the music I listen to. This including Sean's music, and it ticks him off a lot. But at the same rate, being so opinionated, I don't usually listen to songs just for the fear that I'm not gonna like them. Like the mainstream a couple years ago, I really liked. Right now, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I really like it when someone recommends songs like this to me, something I haven't heard, and I'm willing to delve into songs that aren't in the mainstream on my favorite artists. So Juice WRLD, Charlie Puth, those are some of my tops. And Juice WRLD, I'm really happy this song was picked today because I had no idea of its existence, and I thought myself that it was actually really good. Like, you guys are using a bunch of fancy terminology, reverbs. I know what a hook is, but reverbs, I mean, I'm not as sophisticated. I don't make music.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
good, bro.
It's
I
just
got
how
you.
you feel
It's
about
all
it,
good,
bro.
brother.
But if I'm gonna look at the big aspect of the song, I gotta look at who's doing it. You know, in a general sense, I
Mhm.
couldn't see
Yeah.
a wide variety of people liking the song. Like
Okay.
people who like pop, people who like country. Obviously, they wouldn't relate
Yeah.
as much. But if you're a Juice World fan, which I'm gonna be a bit biased because I am, I give this
Mhm.
song like a 7.5 out of 10, maybe an 8.
That's
because
fair. That's fair.
it really speaks emotionally just the way that Juice is. You know, Juice isn't all about being authentic with his voice, unlike someone like Drake, who's out there throwing his lines, but you know,
Yeah.
without the auto tune. With Juice, he kind of relies on that, and it's that mysterious fluctuation that really grasps the song.
Oh
And
yeah.
adding The Weeknd in was definitely a good call. I liked The Weeknd
Yes.
going in. I'm a little upset that he didn't have a part that was expansive. It was just a little snippet there in the middle, and I said, well, that's it. No, there's no more Weeknd.
That's fair.
That's what I'm saying too. It says Juice World and The Weeknd. This isn't Juice World featuring The Weeknd. That's not what it's
Yeah.
supposed to be.
That's a good point too. I didn't catch that in the song. Like, I
Well,
was
the
gonna say
reasoning for that
featuring,
is
but yeah.
because if they do that, it shows up on the Weeknd's profile as well, so it generates more streams, basically.
Interesting.
That's a fair point.
But wouldn't that also show up as a feature as well? Because I feel like whenever you search up the Weeknd or any other band that's featured that's big enough, like The Weeknd's status, normally they'd show up. That's like Sia. When I search her up, Titanium pops up right away, and
True.
that's not
So-
even. I mean, she's featured on that song.
On Spotify,
But
if you search
overall-
The Weeknd, it's Smile, The Weeknd, and Juice WRLD. On
Oh, it's
Weeknd
got a
and
bro,
on
you got-
Apple.
I mean,
Art,
you can't.
too.
But just besides Spotify, bro, you gotta look at YouTube. You gotta look at Apple Music. You gotta look at
Okay, we don't gotta
everything
argue
else,
about
dude.
this. TJ, finish your review, bro.
So finish it off is I'm gonna finish it off with what I thought about the finish because as
Mhm.
you pointed out earlier, the finish was really good. I mean, think of some of the banger
Yeah.
Juice songs, like Lucid Dreams, obviously. Hear Me Calling, something I like too, but both of those have
Yeah.
really great fades. This song's fade is something I definitely admired. So this song is not
Yeah.
on my playlist. It's very
Sure.
rare that I actually get songs like this, but it impressed me enough to definitely get it for later, and it's something I'd listen to in the future.
Mhm.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's
That's
facts.
so true.
It's facts.
And that's just
Yeah.
real quick. I'll make it short.
Yeah.
That's what a song should do. Like, let's say you are an outsider and you do listen to something like you haven't normally listened to, and it grasps you in a certain way, is by the outro, by the hook, or by the verse. Like, it doesn't matter. And that's what kind of music it should just be. Like, everyone should just have like their own like, oh, this is actually kind of sick. You know, like everyone should
Yeah.
like it in their own special way.
Yeah.
Mhm. And yes, but yeah, if you guys enjoyed the music and if you enjoyed the song and the review, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and go check out all the social medias in the description below. And yes, sir, you have a good night, guys. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.